Don't ever go with the flow. Be the flow.
Yeah.
And I don't need no middleman to talk to my nigga.
Hey.
I understand if you don't understand. That's where we differ.
Yeah. All right, I want to jump right into this by starting out with a question for you. The question is, what pisses you off more? When I get out the shower and leave a puddle on the floor? When I leave, what else do I do? Oh, leave the toilet tissue with no tissue on it, just the roll? Or when you're doing dishes and I put a dirty dish into the sink for you to clean?
You should have added the Q-tips, but out of those three...
What do I do with the Q-tips? I just leave them around? I shoot them like basketball, and the ones that I miss, I don't pick up.
He cleans his ears, guys, and he just
But they don't
them.
be dirty. But my shit don't be dirty.
No, they do not.
All right.
But like,
I don't want it to sound like it just be drying them. But then I try to jump shoot them, and I miss a lot.
All right, but that's nasty, right, y'all? Like, it's nasty. All right, anyway, from the three options that you gave me, the worst I'm going to say is definitely the puddle that
the puddle
you
in the
leave on the floor.
But it's nothing but water.
Why? Like, all right. So Shells here believes that the tile in the floor is made to just get wet. He thinks it's for that. Not all like this is the type of tile that you have in a bathroom because it can get wet. No, he thinks that's the purpose of the tile.
So why is there nowhere else in the house?
My nigga.
See? That's what it's for.
That's not what it's for. But whatever. That's the worst because like I gotta go in there and I gotta tiptoe and then get the mop. When you could have just got the mop and just wiped it yourself. But
you know why I do that though? Why? You don't know why. All right, because I don't like touching things after I get out the shower. See, you could be in the shower and you would dry off inside it.
Yes.
I don't if I'm drying off and my arm touched the fucking wall, like it freaks me out. And then I gotta get washed all over again. Or if my arm touched the curtain. So like before I get out the shower, I pull the shit back and then I wash my hands again and then I jump out. Because I just don't like. It's like some type of fucking phobia. I don't like touching shit.
No, a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
I mean, even I'm like that, but I don't like touching anything. So I literally wring my rag out and I use my rag as a towel before I use my actual towel. I just gotta, cause I slept right into my shower shoes. Like I don't touch shit. But I don't even understand. Like you're getting.
I got better
ridiculous.
though, cause I used to trap shit around the house. I used to yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like I got better.
Good job.
So where would you rank like the Q-tip thing? That's not as bad. Like that's like, and if you had to do a top 4, like put them in order.
2.
So the Q-tip thing is number 2.
Yeah, the water, Q-tip, dishes, tissue. I don't really like the tissue. I check the bathroom before I use it at all times. Like whoever's house I'm, even mine.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You do one thing that I would not expose you of.
Well, that's
which
great.
is
So let's not
absolutely
talk about
disgusting.
Let's just not talk about it.
All right.
I know exactly what you're doing.
You so nasty, yo. So trifling.
No, that shit is trifling.
Yeah. Listen. I want to.
Don't even get out a hint. Let's just go to the next thing.
I'm on to the next.
Okay, all right.
I want to preface this whole episode
Okay.
with saying that I'm sorry because I haven't been giving y'all the real E.
I don't think that's true.
That is true. If you guys have been with us from the start back in 2019
when you was combative.
and I talked absolutely crazy. Now, I think that I'm like politically correct. I attempt to be because I'm just more conscious of things. Like I understand the scale where we're trying to take things and just things coming back to you. And honestly, fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck And no. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I will balance it out, but I'm not going to bite my tongue on everything I say. Like, I have an opinion, which everyone has, and it is what it is. Period.
I agree. I think you should 100% be yourself.
Yeah.
But I also 100% think that you're making my job 80 times harder because now I'm going to have to edit this bitch. Edit the out of this podcast now because...
No, I'm not going to wild out. But I just need to be E because... Honestly, I just feel like a docile dog, honestly. Like, I don't like that. I don't like it.
I feel you. No, be yourself.
Yes.
Live your truth, queen. All right, let's get into the, you want to introduce the first topic?
No, you got it. I got the second.
All right, well, you got to tell me what the first topic is.
Oh, my God. Do you think it's cool to talk about sex life with your partner or whoever? To your friends.
To you.
With your friends.
No. Well, it depends. I think when I was younger, talking about my sex life to my friends, like that's what we did, kind of, sort of. But we always had that boundaries, like with your little freak bitches, like yeah, you talk to your friends about your sex life, like damn, yo, she a freak, she this, she that, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You young. I mean, niggas going might test her. Like, damn, all right, I want to see what that's like. But if it's your girl, no, I don't think you ever expose, like, that shit to your friends. Like, and not into no detail. Not unless it's, like, some type of issue.
Oh, why, though? Why do you think that's so?
Because niggas, I always feel like, well, my mom always taught me, like, don't even bring your friends around your girls in certain situations, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas is going to be niggas. And when I was younger, I used to be, like, naive. Like, man, that's my dog. He ain't going to try to, you know what I mean? And I still feel like that about majority of people that I fuck with, my brothers. But, yeah, you just never know where a nigga could try to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't trust it's instinct after a while. Men and women, like, it's a natural attraction. So, like, you can never put anything past anybody. Okay. And if you feeding that to your homies, like, damn, she shake her ass when I'm hitting in front of the back and she do this, like, Nick, that shit goes in niggas' head like, oh, shit. And then when they start seeing your girl, they going to start thinking about that
visualizing.
Shit.
Well, yeah. I just don't think that, again, and it's always going to boil down to this. Sure, if you have the in your head, you think like men are gonna be men. But if you're with someone, you should have enough trust for your partner and be like, oh, all right, even if my mans do try to come on to my shorty, she gonna stop that shit and she gonna tell me.
But why even put yourself in a situation to even risk something like that?
Yeah.
And why is it that? Why is your sex life even important?
Yes.
You know, something that you would want to talk to your friend about.
Then I respect that answer, but just saying that, oh, it can lead to other things, I would never respect that answer because your partner should have more respect for the relationship.
And then you shouldn't even want to put your partner in that situation. And like, how would your partner feel about you telling such explicit things to your friends? That's crazy.
Explicitity.
Yeah,
all right.
That's yeah. To speak on that point, I think your partner, like, that's kind of like breaking like boundaries with your partner. If you're telling your friends your sexual business with your partner, like, how do your partner feel about that? Like, I doubt you will go to your partner and your partner will be like, oh no, yeah, it's cool. Tell them niggas how I busted open in the bedroom.
Okay.
That's trash.
So I believe that sex life is private. Yes, I agree.
Wait, so even when it comes to like females, because I feel different about females.
Wait, you think that women are different is what you're saying when in that situation?
Yeah, because
I'll tell you.
Okay, go ahead.
So I believe that sex life is private, so I respect not wanting to have those conversations. But when I was younger, I don't talk about my sex. I was never one to just talk about sex. But there's been times, I have to be honest, if I haven't had a hot little night and things got crazy, yes, I definitely hit the group chat like, yo. And it depends on my group of friends at the time. So I had very mature friends, and with my mature friends, those type of conversations would never come up. My little friends from work, like when I was bartender, oh, for sure, those conversations were feisty. Yes, absolutely. And if they like said things, then I was never explicit like that, but I would say a little bit. I don't care if it was my man, if it was just somebody that, wasn't my man. So I will say that the sex is good.
Have you ever experienced somebody like trying to come on to your man after you tell somebody something like that?
Well, I feel like I had a friend that tried to come on to like a couple of, yeah.
Exactly.
But I don't think it had anything to do. Wait, maybe it did have to do with sex, and I just didn't piece it together because I could be so naive. Yeah. So maybe, but
yeah, I think women, and I hate saying that because I sound such like a fucking woman. What is it called? Womanizer. Every time I say it, I think women, but I think women. I think y'all overexpose your sex life even when it's a serious relationship. I think it's something that women just do.
No, I don't. I disagree because I literally have never. I probably early on I may have exposed something, but like it's been years since I've ever said anything about our sex life, like ever.
Well, the women I know, like they expose their sex life to each other, you know what I'm saying? And that shit is like, I get it, but like, it be the good and the bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, having niggas out there like this, just to fucking look crazy out here, you know what I'm saying? So when your girlfriend's coming around, like, that nigga don't even know that she thinking like, damn, this nigga can't fuck, and like, this weird shit, you know what I'm saying? I think that's like, not cool. Especially if that's your man. If you plan on leaving a nigga, cool, you can throw a nigga on the bus, but like, why talk about your husband like that?
No, I definitely had a couple conversations where like, I'm like, oh yeah, nah, this nigga ain't cutting it or in this in this part of the sex life. I definitely had those conversations like back in the day. But I think a better question I wanted to ask you is, what about talking about sex life with previous partners to your current partner?
Talking about my sex life with my old partners to my new partner?
Yeah.
No. Because I don't think you could ever be like honest on something like that. Like, how do you be honest with your girlfriend telling her about how you used to have sex with your people that you used to have sex with?
Because if she
you think you could be completely honest in something like that?
Because if she say this is the best head you ever had, best sex you ever had,
like,
you gonna say yeah.
What if you tell you know what I'm saying? Like you would tell your girlfriend, oh yeah, well my ex used to suck my way better than you. Like, yeah, that's craziness.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you a story. So my second boyfriend, right? My first boyfriend. Let's just say, all right, I don't want to be explicit at all. I'll just say this. My second boyfriend, I definitely told him that my first boyfriend did things better than him and what he did better.
Hold on, wait. But you told the second boyfriend?
Yeah, so that was my second boyfriend was only my second body, right?
Okay, so you told your second boyfriend what your first boyfriend did better than...
My previous partner did better than him, and what he did better than my previous partner.
But all right, but that's a hit to the ego.
I don't care.
That's fucked up.
Let me tell you why, though. So the reason why I had those conversations, I never had those conversations with you.
No, you never told me nothing like that.
The reason why I had those conversations because my first boyfriend, right, we were very open with sex. Very open. So we talked about everything. It was like, what don't you like? Do you want to try this? We were very open with everything. So I got comfortable with that. I needed my boyfriend, then my second boyfriend, to know what was good, what wasn't. And I think if you don't have those conversations, then you can find yourself like fucking DJ Envy's wife faking nuts for 10 years.
That's a fact.
Shit.
That's a fact. But I think there's other words you could word it. Other ways you could word it. You could say, "Oh, I was looking at this porn and they was doing this," or they. It's hard.
I don't really care like that. Like,
I'm just saying, like, all right, this is not for you. This is for women that's listening. It's probably not a good idea to tell you the guy that you with your ex did better.
You know why? Because I think that it improves sex life and it makes them. Now they're in competition, and I need you to be in competition with the last nigga because you need to do it better. Okay?
But what if the new nigga can't like reach those heights? Like, what if he can't? What if he can't? What if the first nigga outperform the nigga? That nigga Michael Jordan and the other nigga is fucking.
You just need to keep getting better. You better be trying. You need to keep trying. And that's that.
I guess that sounds dangerous. I know old boy was hurt.
No,
Jesus
so
Christ.
I used to say like, "Yo, yeah," and he used to ask me, "Okay, well, tell me how." Mm-hmm. And I think those is the type of conversations that people need to start having with each other because, like, if you don't ask, if you don't tell, then people really will be like hitting your shit all hard, and you don't like it.
All right.
Like.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. What if hitting this shit hard and something that you don't like is something that your partner really enjoys?
Then we need to have a conversation on that, though.
What if that position works for him, but it don't work for you?
But I think the conversation needs to be had. The reason being is because if that conversation is had, if I say, I like this, and then you tell me you don't like something, then we could come to some common ground. And when there's a common ground, then it's a different emotion there during the sex because it's like, oh no, I'm doing this to please him, which you get off like that. Some people like, I don't really enjoy this, but you hear moaning and that turns people on, right? Like, oh, I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
You guess.
What about like, I mean, it was always hard for me to tell people things like that. Like, I had an ex that like, she moaned like a porn star, like like a white porn star, like a white girl. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah, fuck me. Like, that shit was so trash. She was like a professional noisemaker. Like, a lot of her shit was whack. I mean, a lot of the shit that she did was just whack. But I could never just like, yo, shut the fuck up, yo. Like, or I'm not trying to hear that shit.
So the things that she did in bed were whack.
And it wasn't like it wasn't that the thing. It wasn't like the sex was whack. It's just that like what she thought she had to do, like the moaning, like that moaning was just like it was so, and then it was fake. You know what I'm saying? You could tell when shit is real. You could tell when shit is real. You could tell when shit is fake. Some people are just professional noisemakers.
All right, I'll let you in on another story, right? So when I was with my first boyfriend, right? So I had to be quiet. We were in high school. We weren't supposed to be doing it. So I was quiet, right? But then when I got with my second boyfriend, then it was like, oh no, I'm in college now. I don't have to be quiet. I got my own apartment. I'm going to unleash the dragon. Okay?
All right.
So
do you think, okay, go ahead.
So then now you're just like, oh, you don't have to hold anything in. So like where you're thinking professional noisemaker, oh, you're faking, moaning. But no, sometimes, because I've had moments where like that, where it's just like, no, like everything. I'm not holding anything back. And it can come off as if you're being a professional noisemaker.
Or faking that shit.
And I don't think it's always that.
And I mean, it might not be faking it. I don't know. And to the contrary, I think like sneaky sex is the best sex. I mean, so the sex you was talking about, like that shit is like, yeah.
That's here nor there. It's just like, as far as the moaning and stuff, I don't think that I don't think you can easily tell someone's faking just because of how much noise they're making or not making or anything like that.
So.
Because
Because I'm an empath. No, but look. All right, so if you hitting to the beat, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you hitting that shit to the beat, it's certain sounds that's going to come out. It's certain moans and groans you're going to hear to the beat. If you off beat and you just, like, if you not, that's on beat. If you just moaning and shit ain't even happening, like, that's weird. That's trash. You just doing what you saw on fucking TV or what you think is, I mean. Mm-hmm. And then she was just trash, kind of like sexually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I like to know things. So I've asked. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that you never. So you saying, oh, you never expose anything sexually? I didn't know that, but I like to know.
What you mean expose what? Oh.
Previous partners. So I like to know about previous partners. I like to know what you like, what they did, because I want to do that. I want if something you liked and they did it, I'm going to replicate that and I'm going to do it better.
I can respect that. I just can't I can't fathom.
It's an awkward conversation.
I couldn't fathom somebody coming to me like, yo, my ex used to hit it better and I want you to do a better job at hit. Like, that's fucking nuts. That's just nuts.
You guys got to let go of your ego sometimes. And I understand it does sound nuts, but all right, so a lot of guys don't, well, I'm not going to say a lot of guys, but sometimes you guys say, oh, quote unquote, I don't eat pussy when y'all do be eating pussy, right? Mm-hmm. But if you say that, then I'ma for sure tell you, yeah, my ex eat better pussy than you, because like
that's different though, because that's something that you can improve at. You feel what I'm saying? Eating pussy is something that you can improve at, but if you're coming up short and the ex is you don't got what the ex have, like how you want me to compete with this nigga when that nigga, that's wild, because that's the first thing that's going to go through my head. Like, yo, if you told me though, yo, this nigga used to hit it way better than you, first thing I'm gonna think like, damn, what the fuck is this nigga, a porn star?
Yeah, but I think that like when you start talking about size and stuff, like where people just can't compare, that's different. But if you're talking about like, oh, somebody just going straight in for the kill and you don't like that, and you say, oh, well, like my ex used to, like, you know, stroke it and work it, then
but even that, because some niggas don't got rhythm. What if you ain't got the hips for it?
Then you need to find them.
Nah, that's not.
I don't understand it. I don't understand. You can't
some
be.
Some niggas ain't got rhythm. So what if a nigga ain't got rhythm?
You can't be this old and not knowing what to do.
That's not true. Some people just don't have rhythm.
Then you just don't need to be. I don't know. You should
stop talking to the nigga, right?
Yes.
Whoever should.
Yes, because
if the okay. All right. So let's. Could you marry somebody that had whack sex? Why is that even a thought?
Because, hold on.
That's nuts.
Let me tell you why.
I don't understand women with that.
Let me tell you why. Because I feel like men who treat women good and are quote unquote good men, they're kind of sometimes hard to come by. So sometimes you got to get in where you fit in at.
So you'll settle. That's settling. So you like in cheating, like you would never think about cheating on your husband if
I wouldn't cheat. I just would
All right, so
I'm the type of person, like, if you don't give me, I'm gonna like get the vibrator and I'm gonna let you know you didn't finish me off.
So what if all right, so your husband got whack sex, you know what I'm saying, and like he suggested the idea of what is it when you invite other people in? Polygamy. Would you jump at that opportunity if the sex was whack?
No, because I'm not really attracted to people sexually if I'm not, you know. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't. All
right. Yeah.
Would you?
I wouldn't.
Would you? So you wouldn't be with anyone?
I wouldn't be with nobody if the sex was whack.
Okay.
Like that's. I mean, that's crazy because that's a big part of it. I think that's a big part of it, and I never understood that about women. How women could be with a nigga that's, I guess because y'all are more emotional and y'all are more connected in that way, and guys are more like physical beings.
Yeah.
So
I want y'all, and probably more women like this, but look up the term demisexual if you don't know what it means.
I'm a demigod.
You're not, but demisexual, and
you know what a demigod is?
What is it?
I don't know.
This nigga. A demisexual. So someone like me, I would be able to be in a relationship with a man. If he didn't really do the job. But if he didn't hit it right, I would get mad head. Like I would get mad head. But I'm not really sexually attracted to anyone if I'm not feeling them. If I'm not like connected to them, if I'm not emotionally attached, like on some sort of level, I'm not really sexually attracted to.
Right.
But look that up, demisexual.
All right, since we going down this path, would you marry a guy with a micro penis? Would you date a guy with a micro penis?
It wouldn't get to that.
It wouldn't. So once he showed you his penis, you'd be like, I'm out.
That would be kind of. I wouldn't know what to like. I would be so taken aback that he would probably feel so hurt by my reaction.
Oh my God, you would be mean to the guy?
I wouldn't be mean, but I'd be like, nah, I really just wouldn't know how to respond. I would either freak out or I would just stop dead in my track like a deer, honestly. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. So I wouldn't move any further, honestly.
Damn.
So I would be fucked up because now I'm attached to you in some kind of way. But nah, I'll get over that shit very quickly.
And that's why I think it's important to have sex, like...
Soon?
Yeah, all that sex, don't have sex before marriage and all that wild shit, that shit is fucking stupid.
Whoa.
That's stupid.
Whoa. I disagree.
Unless it's for religious reasons, and I'm not disrespecting anybody's religion, but I think it's stupid, especially if you had sex before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the people that had sex before and then say, oh no, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm saving myself for marriage.
Celibacy?
Yeah, celibacy.
No, all right. Let's save that topic because we can go into detail. But I do believe in celibacy, you know, and you do as well. So what you're saying?
I don't
right now
believe
is
in
cap.
celibacy.
All right, Kat.
Why you say that? Let's talk about it. Why you say I believe in celibacy?
Because there's been moments where you wanted to practice celibacy.
That's
no?
not celibacy. What I was doing. Okay. Celibacy is not for. Ain't that for like a long stretch of time?
It can be what you can say. You've been celibate for a month, 2 months, 3 months. What are you talking about?
I don't think 2 weeks is being celibate.
What's the longest you went out? All right, that's a good question. What's the longest you went without sex?
I don't think I went more than maybe a little more over a month. Yeah, a little more over a month. Because and when I do that, it's for a reason.
Exactly.
It's for it's sexual retention.
And that can be.
It makes you a superhuman and shit. Like you transmute that energy.
That's all what celibacy is, though.
No,
that's
a lot of times it's not. Sometimes people is whores and they get tired of being whores.
But that's not what. All right.
I'm just being honest.
Anyway.
And I just want to let y'all know that y'all can't talk to me any type of way on social media. I'm a gangster out here for real.
I'm a gangster in this case.
Yeah, I can't be talking to me crazy on social. Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice or don't talk to me at all.
That's a fact.
All right, who did it?
Who did what?
Who's talking to you crazy?
No, just be weird people that just hop in comments and they say some wild shit, and I'm not used to it. But it's a lot of love. We started a new like promo run, so we just like getting crazy with promo. So now it's just like people coming and commenting, and it's like, who the fuck is you, nigga?
Yo, you know what's funny? You know what's so funny? So when we first started podcasting, even now, like Shells will be like to me, "Oh, you have to have tough skin. Oh, are you prepared? Oh, you like don't feel no way." And like literally. A person says something that's not even crazy. So, like, Shells is like, oh, yeah.
I don't want to talk about the person.
No. This happened. And I'm like, well, what's the problem? What did I say wrong?
No.
And I all of that, right? So, when we first got together, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm from North Jersey, right? Mm-hmm. Right outside New York. If y'all don't know, we tend to be kind of aggressive and we talk crazy. Mm-hmm. So I talked crazy to this man and I was real aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't know how to deal with that because he was like, yo, everybody respects me, and here you are, woman, and you talking crazy to me.
Yeah.
So we go around people, and people are not used to this, right? So now I chilled out. So now he can't even have somebody make one comment to his ass without having a whole breakdown. Like, really.
And it's not that.
You need to take your own advice.
No, it's not that. It's not that. And the person I engage, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a podcast, you get in the comments, and it is engaging. I love it. I do like going back and forth. Nobody's been too disrespectful. But there was this one guy, I had to erase the fucking comment. I didn't even tell you about this nigga.
No, what he say?
This nigga said, what? All capitals. Question mark. Motherfucker, you need to go to school. I said, what, nigga? Who you, like, what?
Need to go to school for what?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what the topic was about or what I was talking about. But he was basically like trying to call me dumb and shit. And I just didn't know how to handle it. In his bio, it said, Philly, I go in there, nigga, DMs. Like, nigga, like, I had to draw myself back. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is a random nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in this nigga DM talking crazy. And then I just like, oh, let me just block and delete this nigga. Because it's just like, people going to say crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially like we're on a platform and you have opinions, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's what people don't understand. Like, even when people start talking crazy in comments, like, you're literally giving your opinion. You're literally responding to someone else's opinion about your opinion. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You have your opinion. You can, like, respectfully disagree and say, well, I think such and such. But the disrespectful shit, honestly, when you put yourself out there, you're open to anything. But I think, honestly, who gives a fuck? I know it's like people are going to say like stupid things, like crazy things, things that's not true. Because anything that's true, we know about ourselves. These motherfuckers don't know us more better than we know ourselves. So can anyone look at me and say, what they gonna say? I know these things.
But it is good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, like shit like that, it can make you step back and analyze shit, and you can just go forward and just do things better. You know what I'm saying? You might have said something
off the wall,
or you might have hurt somebody, or you might have, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why I don't like that, because you never really say anything crazy. So someone having an opinion on your opinion, it should never sway you to be like, oh, I gotta be politically correct. Nah, we on here to speak our fucking opinions. That's and right. You're a respectful man. Like, for real. That's why I kind of had to change how I approached you, how I interacted with you, because I'm like, he is respectful, and here I am being disrespectful. You're real respectful. You don't, like, what the fuck? You don't ever say nothing off the wall. You don't have to change anything. No.
Like, fuck that nigga.
Fuck that shit, nigga.
You used to be like, nigga. He used to talk so crazy. And then it's different because you like, it sounds crazier because you got that
accent, the
accent. Yeah, you got that hard accent. So it was like, God damn.
Yes. All right, listen. So let's change the topic. So Kendrick's albums dropped, right? And great. Hold
on, wait. Let me find my motherfucking. Let me find the beat. That deserves an applaud. Kendrick Lamar album dropped, and it's an amazing album. We was going to do a review, but we're not going to do a review. We're just going to steal a topic from like one of his songs right now.
So the album, like, we're listening to it, and like I got teary-eyed a couple of times. I had to stop my workout.
You know what songs you got teary-eyed on?
Yeah, I got teary-eyed on Father Time, and I also got teary-eyed on Mother I Sober. So one of the topics that I found it was so dope how he spoke about daddy issues, because it was something that I never heard a rapper rap about when it comes to their like men and their fathers.
Yes.
Often we hear about women having daddy issues and why we allow men to treat us a certain type of way.
Yep.
And I think that it's more common for quote unquote daddy issues to be related to women.
Yes.
So have you heard of daddy issues being related to men prior to this song?
No, I mean, yes, but it's not spoke about in the community. So yeah, like you say, it's not something that was framed the way he framed it. You know what I'm saying? It's like part of the culture. That's just what it is. You be tough, you fall, you get up, you don't cry. It's just a part of the culture. But those things can be damaging. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. How does daddy issues arise in a boy, though?
It's just everything. I think the biggest thing with men is fathers, and I think us as black men, we're doing a better job with it now. But fathers allowing themselves to be emotional around their sons, and allowing their sons to be emotional. Understand, like, emotional is a part of life. It's okay to cry. You know what I'm saying? You fall, you can cry. If you lose a game, you could cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, especially my era or in eras below that, it was like, you fall, you better not cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even look at that nigga. If that nigga fall and bust his head open, don't even look at him. Because if you look at him, you gonna cry. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, like, that's damaging because as you grow, it can fuck up relationships. It can do so many different things that put you in bad positions. So,
So what do you think is more detrimental? Women with daddy issues or boys? Or men with daddy issues?
I think women by far. Because I think the thing about a man with daddy issues, it teach you to protect yourself. So nobody's gonna take advantage of you because you got that hardcore, that firm shit going on. If you're a woman with daddy issues, it kind of it works in reverse.
Okay.
It makes you not protect yourself and be vulnerable to men that's probably not good for you.
Okay. So I believe that daddy issues, of course, you got women, you got men. I think once you reach a certain age, you definitely need to acknowledge that and seek help. But I think that it's probably equal because you have men with these daddy issues and they're who's suffering from that. They're literally they're in these relationships with women and now the woman is suffering. So, and then in turn you have women and who have daddy issues and they're suffering on that end. So you got men inflicting things on women because of these daddy issues, and you got women suffering going through certain things because of daddy issues. So I think it's equal.
I just don't. It's hard to say, but I do think daddy issues in the way Kendrick was describing them, and it's gonna sound kind of fucked up to say, but I feel like it creates champions. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Michael Jordan had got daddy issues. I feel like Kendrick Lamar got daddy issues. I feel like people that exceed high levels in life, Michael Jackson, have daddy issues. But
if we just focus on relationships, what about that aspect? Because really, when you say women and daddy issues, you're really talking about the relationships that she has with men. So if we're just focusing on the relationships and daddy issues within men, you have these men inflicting these all this trauma upon women. And at least with women, it's something that was done to us, so we're this way. And with men, you're this way, but you're doing it to someone else. So I think it's probably kind of worse for men, because at least women is like, it's more, both are internal, but with women, we it's kind of like not knowing worth and not knowing better.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's worse than women, because with men, it's like we can get off the leash, we can get off the hook with it. We got a better chance at getting shot at the club because of our daddy issues than getting our heart broken.
But
you understand what I'm saying? It works towards us because, like, we our daddy issues build us. We're built for it. Women are not built to be denied like their dad. It's an emotional thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a really emotional thing where you're yearning for your dad love or something like that. Then you seek it from a man. Yeah,
but if you gotta pick what's worse, inflicting or receiving some trauma, what's worse?
I think to be on the receiving end. Because I think a lot of men can go through life hurting women and not realizing that shit and live like fulfilling lives and not ever know like they did any damage.
But I'm talking about literally the receiving end. How women, other people are affected. Like how lives are affected because of one man being affected by his dad.
All right, but are you talking about that man being affected? Because I don't think that man. No,
I just said no.
Oh, but
affecting other women.
Yeah, if you don't acknowledge that you're affecting your family, then you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think your son is weak, explain to me what you're saying.
I just said what's worse, inflicting this trauma or being on a receiving end. Like,
and I think receiving it is worse. Because,
all right, but I'm not talking about men knowing that they're doing anything, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about if you, all right, it really,
yeah.
You think that receiving, I'm going to say that I think what's worse is men inflicting trauma, because at the end of the day, though one may not be completely conscious of his daddy issues or what's going on, I believe that people know right from wrong. People are aware of feelings and other people's emotions. And a lot of times y'all men don't really care. Like y'all just say, oh, I'm a dog. I'm a be a dog. I'm a nigga. A nigga gonna do what a nigga gonna do. And y'all don't really stop to think about, it take for y'all to have daughters. It take for y'all to really get your heart broken one time by a woman, to really kind of understand the things that y'all inflicted on women.
Yeah, I think, and I definitely do think, like, I think if men was able to touch into our emotional sides more, then we'll be more in touch and we'll be able to sympathize with those type of feelings. But it's until, like you said, you have a daughter or something like that, or you get your heart broke.
Which makes it that much worse, though, because it's not like, it's just like, I feel like it just was always there. All you had to do was just have a little bit of compassion.
That's easy to say.
I think all you got to do is have a little bit of compassion. I think all you got to do is like, just look at society and be like, oh, well, our society tells us that cheating is wrong.
That's easy for a woman to say.
Okay.
It's extremely easy for a woman to say, because you're only looking at it from your side. You know what I'm saying?
All right, but look at it from a man's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
If he were in a relationship, a loving relationship, and he loved this woman, and then she cheated on him, or just left him, or it was like a player, like didn't want to.
Then a nigga would be hurt. Mm-hmm. But a man growing up is taught, like, that's the way. So you got to unlearn things that society teach you. It's not easy for, like, we're brought up in a culture where it's like, fuck bitches, get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, deal with as many women as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna make you the man of all men. Get as much money as you can, because that's gonna make you the man of all men.
That's really contradicting for me, because I don't know if I really believe that society teaches men to do that and to act that way.
I'm talking about our culture.
Because if you have a girlfriend and you cheat on your girlfriend, right? Mm-hmm. And she finds out, what are you gonna feel?
What are you gonna feel? Like, it depends. It depends on how compassionate you is. Because you might feel like, damn, I fucked up. Mm-hmm. And then you might feel like, damn, I got caught. It depends on how compassionate you are. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where you at in life.
Either way, the way, if you're feeling like, damn, I fucked up, mm-hmm. I think oh God, that bug is killing me. If you feel like you fucked up, then society, that's what society told you. You're not supposed to be doing this. Cheating is wrong. So it's kind of a conflict there when you say that, oh, your society tells you to fuck bitches, get money. But then on the other hand, be knowing cheating is wrong.
But
so it's kind of like,
that's just like anything. That's like anything. Doing crime and going to jail is that's like with anything. I do believe like society. Listen to the music. Look at the movies. Everything that's based around being cool got to do with getting money and getting bitches in our society. What do you think niggas get their haircut for? To get bitches. What do you think niggas buy good cars, nice looking cars for? To get bitches. Why you think niggas go to a club and pull out thousands of dollars at the bar? To get bitches.
I don't know why we're talking about this. You're changing the subject. That's not really what we're talking about.
How is that changing the subject?
Because how is that what society teaches you?
Because that's the culture. Like, what do you hear when you listen to songs? That's the culture. That's what we're taught as men.
Okay, well now in today's culture and this music and all these celebrities and
shit
rappers,
is changing.
These men have wives. These men have serious girlfriends and stuff. So, so when you say that, oh, it's embedded in us, and then like what's going to be. So because now that's what they're being taught now, to be in committed relationships. So now what's going to be?
I don't think that's what's being taught. I still don't think that's what's being taught. I think it's cool to have a bad bitch and be a power couple. But these niggas is still getting caught cheating. Like, it's not like these niggas is out here like being a power couple and like, no, they power couples and then shit getting fucked up when the tabloids say, oh, he was cheating with this person. You know what I'm saying? It's the culture. And I don't even know it. You know how I feel about it.
What?
About that topic. I think a man can stop cheating. I think it's a very instinctual thing, a very primal thing. And I think that it's hard for women to understand that men are hunters. Like, men are really hunters. And I think it's hard for women to understand because women don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? A woman don't know what it's like to go outside. And I'm not saying all men, because as you get older, as you mature, as you get shit lined up in your life, as you know what you can be fucking up, that changes. But I mean, when you 20 years old and you going outside and your instincts is kicking in, you see a girl with booty shorts and you like, it's in your head. Like, you're picturing your head to have sex with that girl. You see the cashier lick her lips, you're picturing your head like, damn. And women don't walk around like that. Women like might see a cashier and be like, oh, he's cute. It's not like
you don't know what women do. You don't.
All right, so
don't ask me. I'm just saying don't know what women do.
You're a woman.
Don't ask me.
All right, well, from what I can tell and from how women act, it don't seem like women will go around wanting to fuck everything that moves.
And men do.
Yes, 100.
So you're speaking for all men?
No, I'm not speaking for all men. I'm talking about at a certain age, all men feel like that. Whether it be from you're being 15, 13 to 17, some niggas mature at 17, and it's gone. 17 to 25, some niggas mature at 25 and it's gone. But every man gonna have that spurt where it's like, fuck bitches, fuck bitches, fuck bitches. If you can. And if you can't, some niggas just settle. If you an ugly nigga and you fat and you find you a fat, ugly bitch, you gonna settle early.
What the fuck?
That's a fact.
You are wild.
Now say that same fat nigga with the fat bitch lose weight and get a bag. I guarantee you he be down South Beach, fucking everything moving. I guarantee it.
Listen, One thing I do want us to stop speaking on is what other sexes and what other people would do. So when we say, like, when you say, oh, women aren't like that, women, because I was watching one of our previous episodes, and I was like, he gotta stop doing that shit. Speak on men or whatever. I don't remember what it was, but when you do that, it's like, damn, like, who are men to speak for women? Like, it's not really it's not valid. And it's just not reputable. Like,
how you gonna say that and you don't even know what I said?
I'm just saying. I think that we should you speak for men and I'll speak for women.
I'm gonna say what I want on this podcast.
that shit, nigga.
What are you talking about? Nah,
I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah.
But it's just not reputable, because then you'll have, like,
I can respect it. No, because I do feel like a womanizer sometimes when I be talking about women.
Yeah.
I feel like a womanizer sometimes, but I never say anything out of malice or
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not disrespectful. I'm not a disrespectful person.
Yeah.
But I can have an opinion. If I feel like you fuck 50 niggas and I think that's wrong, I think it's wrong. I don't think you should be out here fucking 50 niggas.
It's okay.
That's just a fact.
Listen, that's your preference. If you don't want a woman with all these sexual energies,
unless you're a porn star and you get into the bag,
then you don't have to.
Then it makes sense.
Everybody has somebody for them.
What y'all be saying? Make it make sense?
Who is they?
Women.
Y'all.
Women.
Make it make sense.
Make that shit make sense, bro. For real. All right, we done? We ain't got no more topics?
No, we out.
That was a good episode.
We gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, it's bedtime. All right, that was We Differ Podcast episode number. I bet you don't know what episode it is.
What episode is it?
I don't know.
36.
It's episode 37. You was wrong.
That's not true.
It's episode 37 for sure.
Okay.
All right, episode 37 of We Differ Podcast, and yeah, we out.
Peace.